Hello YouTubians. Press Photographer's Tales, working with royalty. There's lots of rules around working with the royal family. Some of the things you can do, some of the things you can't do. For example, you can't photograph them eating, which is one of the slightly odd rules. So what do they actually like to work with? Well, to be fair, they're mostly pretty good. The Queen Mother, for example, was a very dear old lady who was slightly gullible when it came to the press, and in one occasion in Venice, I think it was, she was tricked into having a cornetto, which was rather embarrassing. One of the press photographers did, and they then did the just one cornetto thing with her sitting on a gondola with a cornetto. It's a bit naughty, that was, because it was kind of like one of the adverts that was going around at the time. Prince Andrew, or at least Andrew, formerly known as Prince, perhaps we should say, he was businesslike and brusque, I would say. He did have a bit of a reputation for being grumpy, but I never had any sort of conflicts with him or issues with him. But he kind of did what he had to do, but he didn't really want to be doing it, was the impression you got working, when you're working with somebody. Princess Anne was another one who was famously brusque with the press. My mentor, the person who got me into press photographers, a photographer called Victor Blackman with the Daily Express, he was famously told to naff off by Princess Anne. He then later wrote a book with that as the title, and that was at the Badminton Horse Trials, if I remember the story rightly. She objected to the clicking of the motor drives of the cameras and the shutters, which was putting her horse off, apparently. I only ever found her business-like. She was sort of, I say brusque but business-like, but there was never any issues with her with the times I worked with her. The Queen was a very dear lady, and again, no bother at all to work with. She was a professional. She knew what she had to do, and she did it. So, she knew what was expected of her. Probably the best one to work with was Prince Charles. He was an absolute delight to work with, and a very lovely chap. I did work with Prince Charles loads of times on various jobs and functions, and when the camera was off, he would just come over and chat to you. He would just come and chat and sort of, oh, well, have you come far, and all this sort of thing, But he was really lovely to work with. I don't know why he's getting so much flack in the press at the moment. Everybody seems to be picking on him. He's not our king, and he's not this, and he's not that one. Well, yes, he is our king, technically. Besides, he's a nice bloke, and he's ill. Give the guy some space, man. What's the matter with you? Anyway, going off topic slightly now. What have we got left? Let me see. Oh yes, Princess Diana. Oh dear. Yes, she was hard work to work with, but not in the nasty sense. She wasn't deliberately being obstreperous or awkward or anything like that. She was just, it was this coy thing that she had going, she'd look at the camera and go, I mean, come on guys, you're there to be photographed. Give us a break. We don't want to spend, it's the same with the celebrities and things, we don't want to spend all day photographing you, we just want to get a couple of nice pictures and get the hell out of there, But she was just really, really hard work to work with. Who else is there? The Duke of Kent, again, a lovely chap to work with, absolutely smashing bloke. I ended up in his convoy, for reasons I won't bore you with. When his convoy actually left a function, there was like 2 police motorbikes, a couple of police cars, his car, another police car, my car, and a couple of police motorbikes behind me when we left. And we did a journey that took me about 20 minutes in about 7 minutes normally at the speed they were going, not stopping for anything. All the cars pulled over both sides of the road. And then when we got to one big roundabout, they all went one way and I went the other way, and the police motorbikes behind me were tooting their horns and pointing, and I just gave them a thumbs up and off I went to the other way, back to my office. They obviously didn't realise I wasn't one of the actual official entourage, but it was a great way to travel, trust me. And I think that's pretty much, my experiences of working with the royal family. I can't think of if I've missed anybody out or not. I hope not. Oh, that's, when I say Diana, she was the newest member of the royal family that I've worked with. I've not done William or Charles or anything like that, or any of the younger ones. So I'm afraid I can't tell you what they're really like. Although I'm getting a fair idea from seeing how some of them behave, let's put it that way. One in particular. No name is no patron. Thank you for watching, YouTubians. Magic. Bye for now.